Now, the next level that falls apart, and these levels, of course, were studied from a lot of films that were looked at that were done by the USDA. I'm not a proponent of vivisection, okay? But there was a lot of studies, radiation studies, done on animals by exposing them to high levels of radiation. It was very gory, messy. I hated it looking at it, but it was fantastic information on the basis of what organs were breaking down in the system first. And I am a proponent for anti-vivisection because I didn't really think they had to do that because they had enough information from Hiroshima and Nagasaki, but they had to repeat it over and over again on the animals. And they caused some incredible carnage on cattle. They were doing on thousands and thousands of cows were destroyed by these tests. Anyway, we found out that the colon area drops out next. It's just in presence of high levels of radiation, the colon completely goes flaccid, falls apart, and hemorrhages. And so in other words, if you were in a nuclear power plant reactor when it accidentally melted down or near a hydrogen explosion, then you could expect within a couple of weeks that you will be disemboweled. The radiation will just break the seams of your colon. Very messy. Okay. Hopefully we won't have to see that. Detoxification. That is a level called detoxification or toxification. When you hit 3 levels down with your intrusion, when you're angry at somebody enough and you've been able to pierce their protective barriers and make them disharmonic, you can destroy them by toxifying them. In other words, on level 3, when you hit the colon, your anger, your drug, your radiation, your poison, whatever it is that got into the system, if it hits this level, you've toxified them. If you're trying to hurt somebody or mash them or kill them or destroy them, your main aim is to toxify them. And it's really interesting. Women are really susceptible to this. When they're hit really hard with a pressure or stress, they develop colitis. Now, it's not uncommon for a lot of women, especially women that have had children, and their colons are a little weak, being pushed around a lot, and maybe they're constipated, and they're very easy, susceptible to toxify. So detoxification is the answer for this level. To fix this level, detoxify, toxify is what happens to a person if enough pressure is put on the person. Colon starts to react. First the thymus react, then the heart. But this is enough pressure. The Chinese water torture, you know. I imagine if you put somebody under, we haven't tried this experiment yet, but we put somebody under a pipe and let water drip on them for a week and a half. Imagine that each one of these levels would start to go in turn. The emotion that comes out is hatred. It's a rejective emotion. Now, all these systems are really reactions of pressure in that they're primarily made to have the body respond to the radiation that's coming in. For example, the protective level is trying to push the radiation away. On this level, the harmonic level is trying to, it grabs the radiation and tries to balance it or juggle it like this. On this level, again, it tries to then shove it away. So on the third level, you're getting that shoving away process. And then what happens is the human body, the mind in connection with it, the person becomes perceptive of that and feels these energies trying to push away, like they know something's the matter. And these are the signals that are given to a human being when he's in the presence of some danger. He could feel his body trying to push something away, you know?